Looks like you so much your boy can say something. I'm back before we to it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you always watch the full video.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on Ksoo getting a fresh life sentence, and the other one that's soon to come. 26-year-old Hakeem Robinson, aka Ksoo, is a known associate of Jacksonville drill star Young and Ace. Two gangs of young men would go to war in Jacksonville streets, identified by law enforcement as ATK, or Ace's top killers, and KTA, kill them all. Julio Fulio was infamously known as Ace's main rival before he was violently gunned down in a hail of gunfire in Tampa last year. His death would mark the end of Jacksonville drill. Ksoo, a main member of ATK, has been in police custody since 2020. Since then, he's been found guilty of brutally murdering a rival man named Lil Buck. They'd find his address on the Duval County Clerk website. Following him in a vehicle, Lil Buck was unaware as he went into a business. They'd find his address.
What the fuck? What is this for? Again, bro, that's why I be saying like certain things should not be public record, or you should have to have some type of something to get people's info, bro. Like it should not just be here's the person's name. Now, for people that be wondering like why a lot of people give out nicknames, this be why.
Address on the Duval County Clerk website. Following him in a vehicle, Lil Buck was unaware as he went into a business for a job interview. When he walked out, Ksoo would gun him down with rifle rounds. A witness on scene later stated in court, Lil Buck's face was blown off and his teeth were left on the ground. The shooting was witnessed by an officer parked in the parking lot. A brief chase would lead to the getaway vehicle crashing, and at that point Ksoo, the shooter, Scotty, the passenger, and Butter, the driver, all bailed from the vehicle. Ksoo ran one way while the two others ran another, breaking into a woman's house, holding her hostage, and changing into her husband's clothes for disguises. They then called Ksoo's dad, Abdul Robinson, aka Blue, to pick them up. Ksoo apparently got away on foot after dashing through backyards and hopping fences. As you all know by now, Butter would take the stand snitching on everyone. Blue would take the stand snitching on his.
Like, if this don't tell y'all the streets ain't it, something's wrong. This is this nigga's daddy. Flesh and blood, brought him to life, dad. Helped him get life. It's over.
Own son, and both snitches, along with a ton of evidence, would result in Ksoo and Scotty being sentenced to life in Florida State Prison. And if that isn't enough, Ksoo was still fighting another murder case. In 2021, Ksoo would be interviewed by police while having already been arrested for the murder of Lil Buck. Refusing to speak, he'd be told he's charged again with murder. This time for the 2019 death of Julio Fulio associate Lil Bibby. Hilltop Village would serve as the stronghold for Julio Fulio and all those associated with him.
But didn't he get life without the possibility? If he got that, I would have said, "Hey man, let's go ahead and get it over with." Like, I'm not gonna fight that. Probably. But then again, that if you fight this case, that means you don't gotta go to the pen yet. You still sitting in the county. But then again, the pen might be better than the county. So,
Back in 2019, 16-year-old Adrian Gaynor, aka Bibby, was with a friend under the gazebo by the playground. The two were looking at Bibby's phone. At the same time, a gray Nissan entered the apartment complex. Two men stepped out carrying rifles, ambushing the gazebo and opening fire. Bibby and his friend would run in opposite directions, with Bibby tripping and falling, and Ksoo is alleged to have walked up, firing several shots into Bibby's head or neck as Bibby died shielding his head with his arms. Police would respond within minutes, locating 45 shell casings, all from a high-powered rifle. Detectives would collect surveillance video and trace the Nissan to Ksoo's circle. A confidential witness would later identify Ksoo as one of the shooters, but no one would draw as much attention to Ksoo as himself. Ksoo would self-snitch to a level of legendary status as he bragged, trolled, and continued to flaunt his murderous ways through every way possible. In his song Violent Child, he'd rap, "There he goes slipping with his head in his phone. I got the chrome, I'm finna hit him dead in his dome."
That was very dope. That was like, if you're gonna rap about things that happen in the streets, rap about things that you got locked up for. Like, if you already got locked up for it, it's already said and done. But if this case is still ongoing, they don't know who did it, and you have details that only, like, if it's details that was put out in the news, then hey, it was in the news. But if it's, but it gotta be that something that you for sure still didn't do. Because if this is somebody that you don't like and it's in the news and you rap about it, they still gonna come question you. Now they still gotta prove something, but who still want to go through all that?
The lyrics would match the exact murder investigation of Bibby. But Ksoo didn't use just music to diss so he could say, "Oh, it's just music, you can't use lyrics against me." Ksoo would flat the fuck out diss on
Yes, they can. When you're rapping about something that hasn't been proven yet and you're giving up details that only you and they know.
every app possible.
With Bibby, I'm flying with Bibby. Bibby, I'm flying.
I'm dead.
Baby, you know, yeah.
We smoking on Bibby. You already know.
Oh, he smoked that baby, that shit nationwide, and I'm finna trademark baby. He finna be on like Google and shit. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be like 16-year-old got shot the fuck up.
Hey, say hello.
I'm finna put that boy ass on Google.
I got this bib on my neck, man. Niggas tripping. Big B's, nigga. But Bibby, bitch. I don't even know game I'm on. I bang Bibby, bitch. Who that nigga crying about in the song every day? Oh my Lord, why you had to take you 16? Nigga be crying every day. I was 16. He had one dream. Nigga had a dream to die.
If that wasn't bad enough, Ksoo would even diss Bibby for being cremated and laugh at his mom for wanting justice.
But I put that shit on Bibby cremated ass. You whoop their ass out. I run that gym, bro. They cremated, man. Pull ass dead, nigga. Bitch, you stupid, boy. You need to chill out, man. Hey, they got his mom walking around.
It's all fun and game now, bro. It's over. You did all that. Like, again, bro, you just threw away your whole life. Your dad had to do it. For what? For what, bro? Nothing.
March. We're gonna get him, March. No.
2 years, Elizabeth Gaynor has fought for answers,
fun
hoping to
game,
get
man.
justice for her son, Adrian
I'm
Gaynor
lost.
Jr.
I still don't sleep, I still don't eat, and they still don't bring my baby back.
Last week, Gaynor's family learned Hakeem Robinson, also known as a rapper named Ksoo, was
That ain't no smile there. You don't see no gold grill in that motherfucker right there.
charged in her son's 2019 murder. Gaynor was 16 years old.
I exhaled for the first time in 2 years. I could actually take a breath for the first time in 2 years.
I can finally get some sleep, knowing that they out the street.
They tore up his grave, they spit on his grave, they urinated on his grave, they made fun of our rallies or whatever, they made fun of us marching, they mocked us every chance that they got.
Gaynor's nickname was Bibby. His mother says Robinson named an album after her son called Bibby Out. His picture is on the cover with several other murder victims that she says is a diss. Robinson also wrote about Gaynor in his song.
That's a major diss, bro. She should. I hope she sued. I hope she sued and was able to make the money that he made, too.
Using the lyrics, "You know we smoke, little Bibby." What was that like seeing that?
Hell, that every video took my breath away. It took my family's breath away. My kids had to see that. My family had to see that.
It's guaranteed all of this is going to be used as evidence against Ksoo during the Bibby trial, as investigators have already confirmed it. Ksoo couldn't help brag, diss, and think he'd be able to walk in society while killing and killing again. Even when Lil Buck was killed in January of 2020, Ksoo only waited 5 months until him and Jada Youngin dropped the song Step On Some. And word for word, Ksoo would say,
"Like, come here, all my niggas bout that murder. We chase your ass down, we jumping fences like they hurdle."
Like, come here, all my about that murder. We'll chase your ass down, we jumping fences like they hurdles. Again, he'd be giving an exact description of killing Lil Buck, running from the car crash, and jumping gates to escape. With a fresh life sentence, Ksoo is still waiting for a trial date, and no one should be surprised when he's found guilty and given another life sentence for the murder of 16-year-old Bibby. Now, I'll be honest with you.
That'd be crazy. 2 life sentences mean, from what I've heard, is that like, this say if you pass, right? You pass. Oh, you're gone. R.I.P. You pop back up. You still gotta stay, nigga. You gotta do that again.
I think there's more evidence in the Bibby case than there is in the other one. I'm gonna break down the full details as that trial starts and progresses. I'm gonna cover that shit in depth. But apparently the witness in the case was actually riding around with Ksoo. Like, he watched everything happen. You know what I mean? He watched Bibby get killed. So Ksoo knows who that is. And Ksoo already got told on by his homie, by his dad. So it ain't nothing for another motherfucker to step up and tell, because they know he ain't coming home. Even if he beats the Bibby case, which
again, bro, trying to see what I'm saying? Like, bro, back then, when we was kids and our uncles and then them niggas was kids or younger or whatever, when they was talking about snitching, them niggas, they was scared to do that. They know for a fact. It went from niggas getting unalive for it to niggas getting DP for it to nothing.
I don't think he will. He's still got a life sentence for Buck. So, I mean, it's just the amount of dissing he did. He made it a point to always name Bibby, diss Bibby, wore shirts that said his name.
Before I even knew Ksoo's name, I heard Bibby. I knew that, at least from my point of view, probably was the most dissed person ever.
Wore chains with B's that he said stood for Bibby. He didn't stop. And it's like they say with like serial killers, usually how they get caught is they always try to keep something, you know, to like remind them of what they did. They keep something from the crime scene or something from the victim.
Because they would, can you try to use that for him? Because your name ain't Bibby, it don't start with a B, your hood don't start with a B. Why you got this B on?
And in this case, he just kept his name alive by repeatedly dissing him. But he didn't just diss him, he dissed the mom, he dissed the cremation, he dissed everything with zero remorse. And I mean, that'll serve him in prison, you know? Like in prison, they're gonna look at him like he's a solidified gangster. He didn't snitch, he was killing shit, he wasn't sorry. Yeah, if that's the life you want to live, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna be fucking top general in Florida State Prison, but that's about it.
Facts. Like I said before, in order to be successful in that, you gotta get shot, go to jail, and die. And GTA, because I'm on Twitch.
he's still gonna be wearing blues and eating ramen noodles like everybody else, you know? That's just the sad reality of how shit goes. And there's a lot of people in there like that. He ain't gonna be the only one. There's a lot of people in Florida State Prison over generations. My parents' generations, older than them, their generations. There was people in Florida State Prison that was like a part of the shit when all the Cubans came to Miami and they were killing everybody and there was mad coke and all, like the Scarface generation. Those dudes are still in prison. Like, it ain't just these new young motherfuckers. When you go in there, like, yeah, cool, you went down for this murder, you went down for that murder. These dudes got 10, 15, 20 murders. Like, these are old school throwback killers. Like, you ain't the only fucking one. But he'll be respected for the little rap that he has. And that's just the reality of that lifestyle, you know? A lot of people on the internet salute him and then they wake up and go to work at fucking Best Buy or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, oh yeah, he's a real one. And they go clock in. Like, they have nothing to do with that shit. They have nothing to do with that lifestyle, but they praise it. And that's why there's a repetitive cycle of this. You know, I firmly believe that Ksoo.
That's what the problem be right there, because long as things are kept alive, like what people did, it's tight. It sounds tight to somebody like, what? He had 4 bodies at 16? Let me go try to get 6.
His father left a blueprint within him. His father gave the persona of a gangster, and Ksoo picked up on it and became worse than his dad. That's exactly how I feel this played out, but Ksoo wasn't the victim. Bibby was the victim. Buck, you could say he got himself killed, right? He was doing all that dissing and shit. It is what it is. Bibby was 16 years old. I don't believe I've heard anybody say Bibby killed anybody or it was confirmed he killed anybody. You know what I mean? And the way he went out was fucking insane. And if you don't want to say Bibby's a victim, well, his mom is, right? His mom don't need to get dissed. His mom don't need to. But Ksoo ain't give a fuck, and he let it be known. And literally, Ksoo's, whatever you want to call it, was Ksoo make your face go. And that's exactly how they said Lil Buck went out, with his face blown off. But hey, let me know y'all's thoughts and...
Yeah, that shit crazy, bro. Did all that and gone.